Hey guys, Damien here. Obviously, I want to talk you through the single session process because basically, as you probably know by now, we're not going to be running um, the in-person Sydney seminars anymore. So, School of Attraction, we need to develop a really good sales process. And I'm working on a lot of stuff. I got quite a few things going, which is really exciting. One of the first sort of strategies that we're going to employ is we're going to have a basically we're going to run a series of webinars. From our webinars, the guys are going to be able to not they're not going to be offered the full program yet. They'll just be offered a chance to come out with us for one single night session. From there, we'll sell them into the full program. So um, essentially, that's going to mean more sessions for you guys because we're going to get, of course, a lot more one-on-one, like guys requesting single sessions. And then, of course, hopefully that'll increase our sales as well. So I just want to talk to you guys through how these sessions are going to be run and how that change in sales is going to work because, um, you know, we need to have a sort of a sales mentality when we run these single sessions so we can get the best results possible from them with the guys. So I'll just sort of talk you through that right now. First up, guys, is the sales process. So this is kind of the broad view, just so you know kind of what's happening. So the first step will be that guys can register for, I called it one-on-one, but really it's a single session via the website. So they can do it through School of Attraction. I'm about to launch that now. So when they show interest in the 13-week program, there'll be a link there saying, hey, why don't you try coming out with us for one night? So that's going to kind of be a call to action that we're going to send out there. There's also going to, of course, be the call to action in the webinars for guys to do that. When guys do register, Will call the guys to arrange a session, and then he'll call you guys, the coaches, to let you know when those sessions are arranged. Then what you guys need to do is you need to text the guys. And when you text them, you introduce yourself, say that you're excited to work with them, confirm the time, location from the session, and ask them if they have any questions they'd like to ask beforehand. It's just we want to try to make that a really warm welcome that we give them when they interact with us. So make them feel like we are paying attention and letting them know that we do care. And then of course we'll have a practical session. I'm going to kind of talk you guys through a bit of a template for those sessions next, but this is just step number 4 in the overall overview. Then step number 5 would be you just briefly contact sales. Now for now this will be me, but this may change. But for now you're going to contact me on Facebook with a brief update on how the guys went, so that we've got some idea. Blah blah blah, turned up late, left early, came along, did really well, came along, really struggled but seemed really happy. These kind of things really help us sort of communicate with them and set up how we're going to take them on to the next step. Number 6, then the guys will, right after their session, the guys will automatically receive an email with a course discount offer and a course documentary link. So they'll be able to watch the documentary of guys going through the course and how they enjoyed it, and they'll also get $1,000 discount offer, which will be valid only for 5 days from when they did the single session with you coaches. Then they're going to get a call from sales, which for now will be me. Could be Denzel, could be anyone else in the future. We'll just see how we go. But basically, this is how it's going to work. And the guys will get a call from sales, and then they'll automatically receive another follow-up email. And that's kind of the process, the overall view, so you guys kind of know what students are going through when they sort of go through this sales induction. But of course, most importantly for you guys, the coaches, I just wanted to look at the practical session, the layout for those practical sessions. So the first thing we want to do is we want to introduce ourselves. And this is probably a lot like the first thing we do in the first theory session anyway. But you want to, for these guys specifically, you want to show them your hero journey as it pertains to the School of Attraction course. So you want to talk about, how did you struggle before the course? Like, what were you weak in? Where did you suffer? You don't go, hey, I was doing okay before the course, but then I did really amazing. I want to, you just share pain. What were your pains? What were your, why was it shit before you did the program? Then talk about your experience in the course. So this is, it's a chance to talk about what you loved about it, what really worked for you, what was so amazing about it. And then, of course, how you felt after the course. So what had changed? Like, what was really doing well? Like, what were some of your results? Share a story or two. So that is kind of a soft sell for the full program, but it's also helping guys get to know you and your journey. So it serves a double purpose there. It's a great way to get the guys amped up about what they can achieve tonight as well. It helps get them a little bit warmed up, a little bit excited about what's to come. The second thing, then, what we're going to do is we want to give guys a rundown of the night. So we want to talk them through the format for the night. Of course, we also want to make them clear that what this session is about is it is about a chance for them to see what our coaching sessions are all about. So it's a chance for them to see, what the 3-month program is all about. It's a sort of a insight into what these sessions are like. And if they think they can multiply whatever they see tonight by 13 and more because of so much theory and so much contact with the coaches, like this is just a small little thing, but the real program's exponentially larger. Then, of course, you talk them through. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to lay out some goals with them. You're going to set expectations, go through some goals with them, and make sure that each man knows what he's going to focus on tonight. Then the guys are going to do their approaches. Then you're going to have a cool down where you're going to talk through with each of the men how they could improve, how to get better, what their best next steps are, and all that kind of stuff. So you're going to do a bit of rundown with them. And, of course, in this section as well, let them know what the end session time is. So normally that would probably be 3 p.m. or midnight, but just make it clear to the guys again when the session's over. Then the next thing you want to do is chat with the guys about their struggles and goals. So, dude, what have you been struggling with? What have you ever done approaches before? Is this all new? Or, what are you most afraid of tonight? And and the big thing, of course, that we want to know is what would be a win for each guy. Like, if you did this tonight, would that be a win? So for a lot of guys, look, just approaching 5 or 6 women in a night is a win. But get them locked down to what's something they're in control of course, as we always do. What are they in control of that would be a big win? So for some guys, it would be if I could just approach 5 women, that'd be a win. If I could ask 2 girls for their number, that would be a win. But let's get really focused on that and what would a win equals, like what it looks like for each guy so that they get really focused. And obviously, we'll mediate the wins and make sure that they feel realistic. And of course, we want to try to make sure each guy exceeds his win. So at the end of the session, we can say to them, man, you said you just wanted to do 5 approaches, you did 9. How awesome do you feel right now? So, it's going to help us enhance that feeling of, wow, I've done amazing things. What could happen over 3 months? Step 4, we want to talk guys through the basics of approaching. So, the standard stuff is day or night. Obviously, it'll be different, but exactly the same as you do with the guys in the beginning. Talk them through how do you approach, during the day, how do you approach during the night. Just focus on the one you're coaching them in. So if you've got them for a night session, just focus on approaching during the night. If you have them for a day session, just focus on approaching during the day. But talk them through that in great detail as you normally would. Then step 5, you, the coach, do a demo approach on a girl for the guys to see. So just do a demo approach. The guys won't learn much from it, but every guy, when they think of signing up, is like, well, we get to see a coach do an approach. It's not that fancy, but nonetheless, they want to see it. So, there you have it. Then number 6, then there's the regular session, really. That's getting guys approaching. Use your normal strategies for getting them involved. No need to hold back on any coaching information. Give them whatever they need. Give them, just share like crazy. No need to hold back on info. Remember to have lots of positive reinforcement with them. So like high fives when they do something that they struggle with, and the shy guy comes back and he's done his first approach and is really nervous about it. Go, fuck, man, how good is that? How amazing do you feel? Look at the other guys like, fucking, how amazing is it that he got in there, man? I'm so proud of him. And, talk him up in front of the other guys. Talk everyone up in front of each other. Make sure they've got that really positive reinforcement. Because, of course, it's hard, but we also want to make sure they're feeling good about the session because we only have that one shot to make that impression on them. Next thing you want to do is the wind down, which is the last 15 or so minutes, 15 minutes of the program, of the 4 hours. And you're going to tell each man why you're really proud of him. Use those words too. You know what, man, I'm really proud of you because you got in and you did more approaches than you set out to do. And I'm really proud that you were really scared about asking that girl for a number, but you fucking went back in and did it, man. I love that. I really dig that. So make a big deal about that. Then outline for each man specifically, where he needs work. Where do you, dude, I can see that you're really struggling with teasing and playfulness. Really see you struggling to build rapport. I really struggle that you got so much difficulty with the small talk stuff. And then outline for each guy, whatever his needs are, whatever his weak areas are, outline exactly. Like, be really specific about how the 3-month program would help him there. So you can say, man, I can see that you're really struggling with the teasing stuff. When we do the 3-month program, we actually have a whole system for developing your ability to make women laugh and tease playfully. And we kind of got a whole series of exercises that we take you through. And at the end of that, like, it'll take 1 or 2 weeks. And in that time frame, by the end of that, you're able to tease girls on command. It's really, really awesome. So talk them through that, talk it up, sell the program to each guy's specific needs that you've witnessed on that night. And then part 8, ask the guys if they have any questions about the 3-month course. Because again, you personally don't need to sell. You don't need to get them to commit to signing up or anything, but just ask them if they have any questions about it. Tell the guys, because they've done this session, this single session, that Damien, myself, has authorized a $1,000 discount to the guys if they sign up in the next 5 days. So, let them know there's a discount that they can get, but only available for the next 5 days. So, have a think about it, think it through, and it's definitely something that you highly recommend to them. Again, you can specify the reasons why you reckon they really need that program. So that's the session layout. We'll take it after that point from you guys. One thing I'll say is please contact me if you've seen this and you've got ideas to add in. Contact me on Facebook. If you've got questions, anything like that, just message me on Facebook and we'll have more of a chat about it. Fantastic, guys. I'm really looking forward to the sales process. So, I think that we can actually really get some high volume sales if I go about this right way. So, let's chat more on Facebook and, can't wait to find out how these sessions go. Cheers, guys.